Hello.
Hello. You're with Rob and Tracy at the Orlando. Just a little quick catch-up vid because we haven't done anything since we came back from our holiday.
Just push this back a little wee bit. And there we go.
There we go. So you notice Vicky and I have got matching outfits on. We've gone all tropical, got the ears and everything. No, it's not sure. Anyway, by the by. There we are. There we go. Yeah, so there's a lot going on, obviously, this week.
Understatement.
A lot of news has dropped. Don't want to get into that too much.
No.
Obviously, for those who don't know, we're talking about the Genie and Genie Plus aspect. So for obviously our fellow Orlando and vloggers and people who know all about it, yeah, we're a bit shell-shocked by it, I think, really.
Yeah, it's divided people massively,
Yeah.
to be fair. And really proper, like, polarised people.
Yeah.
So
these are my 2 or 3 quick points about it. My first point, I think, is that I don't believe that that's what Walt would have ever wanted. I think he wanted an all-inclusive family park. I don't think he ever thought that the more money you had available to you, the better experience you would have at his parks. I never think that's where he was going. Second point is for families and for people who have to go at busy times. I'm thinking that will probably price them out of the you know, thinking they can go and get a decent experience. Thirdly, obviously, you don't have to have it.
This is the thing people don't realise.
So you don't have to pay for anything. Which let me just finish my point. You don't have to pay for anything. You can just carry on as you are, and the Genie app will help you plan your day, and maybe, like we were going to do, plan, you know, to get into certain parks at certain times, to do big ticket items, and go later to do other big ticket items. So that Genie tool will probably help you plan to do that, and you don't have to pay for anything. But it seems to be leaning towards, if you do pay, you're going to get definitely on the rise of the resistance, and you're definitely going to get a better experience, which
and Remy's Ratatouille
adventure, kind of against everything I think Walt was going to do. But you know, for those of you who are panicking and thinking, oh gosh, that pass has gone forever, it's going to cost us a fortune. It doesn't have to cost you anything. You don't have to pay for all these extras.
You can still get up and you can still get up and get your boarding groups for it. There's going to be a boarding group for Remy as well from day one. Yeah. For that, which I thought was rather weird. To be fair, I thought they would have just let you just queue for that. Yeah. Have the experience, queue. But to have the boarding passes from day one for Remy on October 1st when it opens, I thought was the most, I don't know, most surreal thing ever.
Maybe.
But I mean, the only thing they're saying is that we've still not got our head around it. We've watched 3 or 4 videos from different people watching it, and it's the same sort of information. But you look at it, it's like you do this, but you can't. You can, but you can't. You
get this, and you don't get that.
But the only good thing that
guest you can book on the day.
Yeah, that's the thing. If we're saying this at a resort, that was the purpose of this video this week, actually.
Which we'll come to in a
moment. But if you're saying it's a Walt Disney World Resort, you can book things from 7 AM. And there's another part where you can book it from midnight as well. So if you want to do something, you can book it from midnight the day before and get that sorted. So I'm trying to do like a bit of a spreadsheet and put in what you can and what you can't do. So I'm going to be working on that the next week.
Getting our heads around it.
For another vlog, so we can sort of like put that information out there for you. Because it is the most confusing thing in the world, to be fair.
I mean, for us, I still think that for the most part, we will go with our planning tools. So we will aim to get to a certain park early on a particular day, get to that big ticket ride first, then go off and do something else, then come back in later on and do the other. You know, if you look at certainly Molly from All Ears, her planning things are, you know, this ride always drops down and later at night. So why not go back to your resort, chill by the pool for a bit, go and have a long lunch, do something, go back later. Instead
of watching the fireworks, go to Seven Dwarfs Mine Train or Big Thunder Mountain.
We will still
do that.
Apply those planning tools. That's how we operate generally. And that's what we will still continue to do.
Our planning tool, spreadsheeted the heck out of it.
Just so that we know what we're booking and where we're going. But I mean, it will only be, for us personally, it will only be a case of if we are on day 6 or 7 of our 14-day vacation and we haven't managed to get a boarding group for Rise, then and only then might we consider paying for it. And likewise with the Genie Plus for the other attractions where you pay the $15 per day per guest, per ticketed guest. you know, if we were really struggling to get on things and it was, you know, we'd gone to each park at least once or twice and still not managed to get on what we wanted, then we might consider it as a one-off, one-day thing.
Because you can actually do it. What we've seen, you can actually do it whilst you're in the queue or outside the attraction.
You can just decide to go.
Just decide and go to add that optional extra on. So, but this is the thing, we don't know the ins and outs of it yet, and I will be.
There's still a lot to be confirmed. And of course, there's no prices listed at the moment for the very lightning lane for things like Rise and Remy. Those are the two that have been confirmed as being price per.
Yeah, figures
per
of $20 have been bandied about.
But there's no confirmation about that, is there?
$20 per person. But when you've paid, say, if you pay on the door, if you live there, or you've just gone for one day, and you've paid your $130 for the day, and then you've got to pay another $20 to $30, say, for argument's sake, to get on that ride, you're like, come on, mate.
And for the annual pass holders, our lovely friends at Ear to Ear Magic, when they go and they're vlogging live from the park, they've got a family of 5, they're vlogging live from the park, they want to be able to get on things and show us, and I feel for people like that who are, they're already spending a huge amount of money, all the annual pass holders, on their passes, and it feels like they're potentially they're sort of basically going to be asked for more money if they want to get on some things sometimes when the parks are busy. But again, I suppose they can do the same as us and plan and avoid it, and Anyway,
the main thing is
that's touched on Genie and Genie Plus. But anyway,
I've got a headache now.
We weren't going to talk about that at all, but obviously it's dropped so much. Other something that exciting that happened this week, Boma restaurant reopened.
Buffets come back.
The buffet's back, if you love that sort of thing. So that's the first and only buffet that's reopened as a buffet since the park's closed and everything. So there's been a lot of vlogs out there. Ear to Ear Magic, if you want to check them out, they have got a good vlog on with some good information about gluten-free.
Link that vlog on I'll put it on our Facebook page, and I'll put the link on our link tree as well. I'll put it
check
on
them
there,
out, certainly, because they've got some extra. I mean, they show everything, and but they've also got some extra information about allergy eating and what have you. So
many meats.
Many meats.
Many meats.
Yeah, not a good buffet for vegetarians, I don't think. But as Chris did mention in his vlog, I could eat $50 worth of zebra domes.
Which is a good way to go.
I mean,
to be fair.
I'm not saying I wouldn't do that. A small chickpea salad to get me started, and then some zebra domes.
This is the thing. That we actually did have this conversation earlier on. We were looking at it, and when we watched like Ear to Ear and the Trackers and Jackie and Nate, they go to these different places. It's getting better for vegetarians and vegans, but when some of the buffets, it does seem to be a bit like,
the buffets,
if you pay $50, you've got to eat a lot of chickpeas to get your $50 out of it, you know what I mean?
I always think that they don't do a brilliant job on buffets, but it's not something I would do generally, because if you go into you can order an entree off the menu, and there's normally at least a couple of options. That's great. If you are, when they're now serving family style type things, you go in and say, I'm vegetarian, so you get your own whole platter, perfect. When you go in, I mean, I'm assuming you can go up to the buffets and say, I'm vegetarian, and where's my food?
Have some couscous.
But I would be reluctant to pay $50 personally for a plate of couscous and chickpeas. No. But I don't know, because there might be more.
Even if it was Mickey-shaped couscous, you'd be like...
But presumably I could do the same there and ask the chefs and say, look...
obviously.
So I'm assuming. Anyway, it's very exciting that there's a buffet-style restaurant reopened. So that's some exciting stuff that's happened this week.
So, the main news is... We booked for next year.
Yes, we are.
We booked via Chris and Susan at Travel Nation.
We did.
We used them. They saved us a fistful of money.
I may add, only on the hotel, because obviously the UK tickets are much cheaper than the ones that could get us in the US, and obviously the flights, it's much easier and more sensible to book from the UK. So that's that. But in terms of hotel
stay, we are staying at the Grand Destino Tower at Coronado Springs.
So we've pretty much blown
3D, 3D, high five. Come on.
So we have basically, because we've had 2 trips cancelled, so we've basically blown 2 years holiday hotel budget in one trip. So we would never.
What the heck?
We've never.
We're bored now. We're that annoyed. Look, just book it.
Book it.
I'll start that. But I was on TikTok where they go with the card. Take my money.
Take my money. We just thought about it over and over. We thought we missed a couple of years. Should we, should we still stick
Should
where
we
we
do
go?
that? Should we go camping or glamping or?
We're never going to go camping.
Thought wilderness is out then, Chris.
Oh, no thanks. But anyway, so we just ummed and ahed about it, thought about it. We did actually speak to Chris and Susan. We had a
fantastic
video chat
with them
because they've got a lot more experience on it, and they talked about what we wanted out of a resort, and we explained that we would like to stay on property. I have stayed at the All-Star Resorts, and I'm not knocking them. I'm absolutely not. But I'm just saying, for me personally, it's a little bit too cartoony and a little bit too
full of kids.
No, that's not what I was going to say. It's very loud, very busy, but the rooms are a little bit cartoony, which
but like the rooms are like that. But when you go into like the dining hall, it's not a dining room; it's a dining hall. Yeah. It sounds like you're in a motorway service station, and it's tall, and it's echoey, and there's kids running around like bob owlers, as we say here in the Midlands, and it's just like you sit there, you're like, you've got that touch going on, you're like. It's 7 a.m. Calm down.
For us, it's just not. I mean, I get that it's perfect for families, and I have stayed there, and I'm not saying I wouldn't stay there either.
No,
if that was an
not
option,
at all.
I would stay there.
There's a difference between going and not going. There you go.
Absolutely, we would. But for us, we explained to Chris and Susan and got the benefit of their experience that we actually want to stay on the property, but we want to stay somewhere a bit less Disney than you normally only get that with the high-end resorts. The Grand Floridians of this world.
Is it what's called a moderate?
Yeah, Grand Casino Tower is surprisingly moderate. But if you look at it,
stunning.
And if you look at the vlogs that are available on it and the tours and all of that, you will notice that actually they call it a moderate that looks like a deluxe.
It's beautiful, stunning hotel.
Stunning. So that's our excitement.
We're having a king room as well, so it's one big huge bed, and then a sofa and a table, and in every room they have this huge long desk.
Yeah.
So I can sit there and vlog and blog and sort stuff out, and there's USBs galore.
And I can lie on the bed eating paper potato
Lays,
barbecue potato chips. That's what I'll be doing. Anyway, I do that a lot, in the States, obviously. So we're really, really excited about it. We've got to wait like almost not a whole year actually, because we've gone past the travel point.
Look at my piece of paper here. 335 days.
What's that? 335 days. Oh, it sounds forever away.
10 months.
But anyway, 11 months.
11
months. But anyway, it's happening. We've said before, we don't have an option on the holiday period. The only 2 week periods we get are Christmas and those 2 weeks in the summer. We don't want to go to Walt Disney World at Christmas for lots of reasons. Crowd levels and the weather, which I know is great and warm and dry and much better than here, but honestly we want to water park it. I don't want to be getting there and finding it's too cool. They're closing water parks and stuff. So Christmas is not an option for us.
So all we're waiting for now is Orlando attraction tickets to get our new tickets over to us, Disney tickets.
Yes.
And then we can start making our park reservations as per our plan.
Yes.
And then we can get those park reservations on the go.
Yeah.
And then we were cooking on gas.
Just a word about those Orlando attraction tickets. Been brilliant. We contacted them and said, obviously we've had our tickets for 2 years now and they've now expired, because we knew last year they were good for this year, but this year they're not good for next year. So we contacted them and asked what our options were, wondering whether we were going to lose them all or whatever. But anyway, so basically they said we could, they would change them for us to next year's tickets. We just had to pay the difference between last year's ticket price and this year's ticket price, and then a small admin fee. So for 90 quid-ish,
brand new tickets.
We're getting brand new tickets sent out to us. So they've been really good. So if you've got tickets with them and your trip is, let's not talk about your trip being in jeopardy, let's be positive, but if your trip is in jeopardy for this year and you need to potentially change tickets, then they've been brilliant. So we're just so that's our excitement really. That's our news and our personal excitement and news. So we'll get that sorted. We'll
start booking it. I mean, it was even easier as well, to be fair, because Chris and Susan did the thing for us. Told us what you wanted. They sent on the deposit. Boom, done.
Booked.
Absolutely booked. We had the confirmation email. Went on the My Disney Experience app. Put the name down, put the number in, you come, boom, Coronado Springs, Grand Destino Tower,
booked.
And it was there, ready. I mean, I'm not saying, because last time we were booked with the Holiday Inn, which was a good neighbour hotel on Disney Springs. So it's like a Walt Disney hotel, but run by Holiday Inn. You get all the perks of going in early and everything. But we had such a faff trying to book that, didn't we? that we had to keep ringing Disney up and saying,
not booking the hotel.
Not booking the hotel.
Not booking the hotel.
But it was like linking it, and every time we tried to link a reservation to this thing as well, like advanced dining thing, it would not. We was on the phone to Mickey Mouse every day, and we trying to sort stuff out. And again, Walt Disney World, if you ring them up,
superb, they're really good.
Bang on, people.
And they always got us sorted, but it was nice that, you know, Chris and Susan booked this. They booked it all for us. We just sent them a deposit, which was really easy. And they've saved us at least, we reckon, £500 or £600 at this stage.
Point, and this says if it comes up cheaper, they keep constantly looking at what's happening and what the prices and what offers. They'll just say, we'll cancel your reservation, and we'll rebook it exactly the same, and we'll rebook it for you and get you the money back at a cheaper rate. I don't think it's going to get any cheaper because this is the 50th birthday and all this.
Yeah, so it may not, but they've still saved us a lot of money on.
Yeah, they still saved us a chunk of change.
Yeah, so we're so happy with them. So if they can ever help you, even if you're in the UK, obviously not with the whole holiday, but certainly on-site bookings and anything you might want to know, they're really they're on the scene, as it were. Yeah. So they've been really good and super helpful, and they're just really genuinely lovely people, and we just love them to bits, and we can't wait to meet them.
What I love about it as well, because like when on the live streams, they'll say, "Oh, like Susan's not with it, Chris will be in this park," and they'll say, "Susan's joining us later. She's popping to the hotel because we've got Travelmation guests we've booked, and she's going there to meet them at the hotel or to drop a little welcome basket off or something like that."
Yeah, just to liaise with them and
just to liaise and touch base and whatever.
I'm loving that. Perfect. Not that you ever need to worry about Walt Disney World customer service, because they can sort anything out, and I'm never worried about anything there. But it is nice to have, you know, Chris. If anything did happen, we've got Chris and Susan there who can get in there ahead of time and negotiate or talk about or sort something out for us, or, you know, just generally be there. And so if any of the UK folks are looking to book a Universal or a Walt Disney World hotel, or even just a hotel in the area, they know the area very well. They live there.
A lot of the options they were throwing up for us. Do you want a mixed stay? Do you want this stay? Do you want that? Do you want to do a split stay and do this? You know, we were like
amazing amount of options. All I need to do now is win the lottery, so that I can book myself into the the old Key West Resort, because that's right up on my list, one of the DVC.
And one of the things I'm fascinated by now, I keep finding myself watching vlogs about Golden Oaks.
Oh gosh, have you seen those people, Golden Oaks?
My days. We've got a bit of a thing now. You found this channel, moving to Orlando. It's called This a Real Estate Agent company, and the Showcase House is in and around the Orlando area. And when we're in Orlando, we always drive past and go, wonder how much that is. And if you ever go there, you'll know outside the restaurants and bars and pubs and whatever, there's always like the, what do they call them, like the free newspaper thing, and they have the house listings in there. And we're like, there's that one in there, we're looking for houses.
So those when we're there, we spend our evenings, like if you're back in the room, flicking
through.
Your first morning cup of tea, we're looking, have you seen this house here?
You know, I mean, it's like where we stayed in Calabay Park the last time. It was 5 bedroom, 5 bathroom, pool, jacuzzi, everything. And just before we went on that holiday, there was a programme on in the UK. What's it called now?
What?
The Movie to the Sun.
Oh,
A Place in the Sun. Sorry, A Place in the Sun. And they showed a house in Calabay Park, and there's this old couple, these old years, and it was literally the mirror of the house we were staying in. And it was 5 bed, 5 bath, exactly the same, fully furnished, $280,000 at the time. We were like, what are we doing here?
Now, but we were just looking.
But now we're looking at them now. Some of these are like this. This is a fixer up, and it's like 3 bed, 2 bath with a pool still in a nice area, like Davenport or Haynes or somewhere like that, or Kissimmee. And they're like $400,000 now, aren't they? You're like, eek.
Real estate.
But Golden Oaks, oh my days.
Check it out if you haven't. I mean, you probably, anybody who knows anything about Disney's probably checked out Golden Oaks. But if you look for that channel moving to Orlando, oh my goodness.
Sweet Lord above. I mean, when they first built them, they were selling for $1.5 million, nearly $2 million, and the guy says now, like resale, there's only 299 houses on this whole estate, and it's in just different like bits. Your HOA, your Golden Oaks fee is $19,000. That's just your fee yearly, and then $4,500 a year.
Is that your garden?
Your garden fees, and I was like. Well, that's 25 grand.
What are you doing? Why don't you go and get a job as a gardener?
So, do you want to need a second job? Do you want to let me have a second job?
No, I want your second job to be in Florida. I want your first job to be in Orlando. Anyway, that's pretty much us. So yeah, we're very excited, very, very excited to be going to Coronado Springs, and we obviously will carry on doing what we're doing in the meantime. And we just, you know, really, really hope still that the borders open really soon.
Yeah, everybody is going.
Anybody who else has got a trip
Fingers
planned,
crossed
we hope that you get there, and we look forward. We continue to hope that you're all going and keep everything crossed for you. We're hoping that the borders open for you real soon, because we'd like to see you all there.
Touch wood.
We've got obviously not quite a whole year to wait, but you know, almost a whole year to wait.
I think it's another 4 weeks till the flights drop.
I'm hoping, it is, and I'm hoping that we might actually get the usual excited countdown, because I hope that there'll be no doubt about us travelling next year, and I hope that we we can count down with excitement rather than with trepidation, getting nearer to the trip and panicking and thinking, oh gosh, is it going to happen? I'd like us to actually be counting down the days, thinking, oh my gosh, it's really nearly happening.
I just want to get. So we lost that bubble of excitement, really.
We did, yeah.
But next year's going to be great, because we've got my son's getting married.
Yeah.
We've got the holiday.
Yeah, so we've
got a big year.
We feel like it's going to be a good year, so come on.
We're eating dust.
We're eating dust till then, because we need to be, fine and fit and well for the wedding, like that.
Christian Bale in the Mercedes.
And we need to get like that as well, so that when we get to Orlando, we can fill ourselves up
on Abigail's donuts,
on this 3 years worth of snacking that we've been looking at, not to mention all the dinners and the buffets and all of the things. So please, you lovely people, stop showing us things we need to eat.
Yeah, 3 years worth of Cracker Barrels. Suits you, sir.
Right, and talking of that, we're now off to some friends for lunch.
Yes. Take care.
And we will see you soon. And
good luck.
bye.
Woo!